Dear friends, this week's lesson is about giving. In this week's Torah portion, we're learning about the fact that on the seventh year, all the loans are forgiven, the slaves go free. There's a concept of reboot button, where originally everything returns to its state. And therefore we know that everything is from God. Everything is a gift. And giving is not something we do out of goodness of our heart when we feel like it, but it's a commandment from the Torah. And therefore we remember that we are born with our fists clutched. Often a child says the first word as give or die or something like that in any language. But when we see a person in a coffin, we see that his or her hands and palms are flat. Why? Because the transition from taking to giving is called life. As we learn how to become givers and not takers, we grow. And there is an idea that we come into this world and we're often put in a position where we forget what our mission is. There is an allegory of a person that is given 24 hours in a palace. He is given this as a gift to take as much jewels as possible from the treasury. But once he is given a key, the king becomes upset and he says, wait, maybe it's a little too much of a gift. What do I do to distract the person? And he's given wonderful robes to wear. He's given amazing food to eat. He's given expensive wines and all the things that could possibly confuse him. And so he does get confused. And as the clock ticks and he gets closer to the point of being escorted out from the castle, he remembers that he came there for the purpose of collecting jewels, not to be distracted by all the outside things. And therefore he runs into the treasury and tries to grab as much as possible. And unfortunately, this is a story of our lives. We're born to give. We're born to share light, to share wisdom, to share our time with those that need us. And we get distracted with things around us and we forget why we come here. And therefore this week's Torah portion talks about reboot button, where every seventh year everything is rebooted to the original owner, where we are reminded about the fact that everything is a gift. Let us not take for granted the opportunity to give to others. Let us take this seriously, that we are commanded to be givers in this life. Have a wonderful and meaningful week ahead.